Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft 2 livecast. Computer started lagging, so I had to stop and started the recording, but we haven't missed much. This being my first supply depot. It's a TvT, it's a ladder match. And I'm going to be walling off the low ground as per my usual. Played in a tournament the other day. It was kind of cool. I got to face a Korean pro, and he kicked my ass, obviously. But the down part is all these tournament maps have like a low ground, neutral, lowered bunker here, or lowered supply depot, which doesn't block the ramp at all, but means that you can't block off the bottom of the ramp. And I know it's to stop like that, pylon off. Whoops, I forgot to scout. It's kind of important. I know it's to stop that cannon play, where you wall off the bottom with pylons and throw up cannons behind, but that's already been fixed by Micro. I mean, there's a way you can drone drill the pylon and attack with every drone you have at once. So when someone does that, it's like suicidal. Totally lay on my first gas, so I'm just going to throw down 2 gas. So I guess I'm not going to be able to scout much with this SCV.
In the rear with the gear. Big job, huh?
Oh, okay.
Move it.
Yeah, we'll get to see his gas. Tech lab. And gas, okay.
Yep.
I get that marine production going now. I need that to protect myself here.
Sure thing. What's going on? Ah! You scared me! Big job, huh? Who wants some? SCV ready.
Alright, now I can afford the factory.
Yeah, SCV ready. Gangway, coming through.
So keep that closed.
We could use some help here. SCV ready.
That's good.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Son of a fuck. Gotta scan them now.
SCV ready. This better be good. SCV ready. Go, go, go! Go ahead. SCV ready.
Nope. Why are the X and C keys so close together? Damn it. Waste so much money building the wrong add-ons.
Additional supply depots required.
Why not? SCV ready.
Oh, I was supposed to scan them there too. Damn it.
Add-on complete.
It's gonna have to wait a little bit.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready. Go, go, go! Bring it. Affirmative.
2 racks, inch bay. Oh, supply capped again.
Build here. What's going on? Armed and ready. Roger. Well, butter my business.
Not quite sure what to make of that. So I'll throw up a bunker.
Additional supply depots required.
It's still on the
SCV
racks,
ready.
so... You know what, I'm gonna throw down a second starport. This kind of feels a little all-in-ish.
I'm going.
This could be like Mass Reaper or something weird like that.
SCV ready.
Engine screaming.
Gangway, coming through. I feel ya. SCV
Not
ready.
quite sure what to make of this. We'll clear out the watchtowers and then head in.
Inbound.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots required. Research complete.
Can do.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Engine screaming.
Yeah. SCV ready. Will do. Yes, sir.
What am I doing?
Clear.
I got a turret anyways.
That's fine. Fine. Engage.
Wow!
No.
Oh, when did that turret go up?
Bad news.
Engine screaming.
Go ahead. What's going? Big jump in the rear. Huh? Ah! You scared me. Ready to plunder.
Upgrade complete.
SCV ready. This better be good. You got it. By the SCV ready. You gonna give me orders?
Grab the watchtowers again.
Weapons.
Ready to plunder. SCV ready. Go, go, go! We could use some help here.
Unacceptable landing zone.
We could use some help here.
Yeah? That's fine.
Ready to plunder.
Not enough minerals. Not enough energy.
Holla back.
I can use this ridge for protection.
Confirmed.
Woo.
Engaging. Turbines to full.
SCV ready.
Can do. Roger that. Inbound. Done and done.
Ready to plunder.
Research complete.
Ah, stupid. I didn't notice how low my guy was.
Additional supply depots required. Insufficient vessel.
SCV ready. Go ahead. Gotcha. We could use some help here.
Add-on.
SCV ready. Move it. We could use some help here. Made for battle.
Loud and clear.
Upgrade. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Supply depot.
Big job, huh? Bad news.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough.
Do I have any battle
minerals.
cruisers on the way, or is this gonna be
Not
my first
enough
one?
Minerals required.
SCV ready.
Who called in the fleet?
What's going on? SCV ready.
Throwing everything now.
In the rear with the gear. Huh?
Infiltration is pretty sparse at all of them, which is good, because it means it's balanced.
SCV ready.
Just gotta make sure I keep
Base is
making.
under attack. Additional supply depots required.
Yes, Commander.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Who called in the fleet?
Base is under attack.
Whoa.
Hear me.
Receiving.
Let's get into the fight. All right. Ready for battle.
It's a trap.
Yes, indeed. Big job, huh? In the rear with the gear.
Patching you through.
Yeah? Weapons hot. I got this.
What's going on?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade. Additional supply depots required. Upgrade complete. Additional supply depots required.
Bad news? Go ahead.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah.
Call the ball. Roger that.
Yes, Commander.
Ready to plunder.
Mayday! Mayday!
Mineral field depleted.
Alright, you're not a battlecruiser.
Big job, SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
Who called in the fleet?
Ah, you hear me? SCV ready. It's your dime.
Not enough.
SCV ready.
Who called in the fleet?
Huh?
Who called?
SCV ready.
I kind of feel like I should push out now.
You hailed?
Maybe we'll bring some SCVs along.
Good job,
Yes, Commander.
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
Mineral field.
Hey, lower production.
Upgrade complete.
It's a trap. What is it?
Research.
Who called in the fleet?
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
Bad news? Ah! You hear me? Will do.
You hailed? Who called in the fleet? Who called in the fleet?
Upgrade. Mineral field.
This is going to go really well for me.
information system.
Mineral field depleted.
Big job, huh?
It's a trap. Patching you through.
See if I can guess fourth.
In the rear with the gear.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Take it slow.
All right.
Replay saved.
So I'll tell you right now, one thing I definitely like about this map, which I didn't notice before, was how insanely good going 4-base with an immobile army is. Well, let me actually say with battle cruisers. With a flying immobile army. May not be so good with mech, because you do have to kind of wrap around here, go down this way and that way, and that's the distance between your main and your fourth. But if you just look at a mini map, if terrain's not an issue like it is with my air, like everything's really close. Like the natural expansion might be the furthest one away, which is hilarious. The thing I don't like about this map is that I get the fortress here, and normally the entrance is here, like in front of the fortress. But it also has this side one, right? So if I have a fortress here, he can set some siege tanks like this and shut down like half my mining operations going on here, which is a little annoying. Typically the tanks are on the opposite side from the minerals, so I can continue mining. And I think that's why I threw this map out in the past, but yeah, I like it now for TvT. That's why I threw it out. Because I will definitely trade this annoyance for being able to take 4-base and protect it easily with battle cruisers. Pretty sure my Banshee harass is completely useless too, so I might have expanded faster than him originally. But it looks like he's on 4-base now. In fact, I'm not even sure. I always kind of want to check the expansions. So that's a fast expo. What? Let me check out this build. When I flowed the racks in, I wasn't. Oh, maybe he had no starport, and I just assumed he had one. Oh, I never flowed the racks in. I scanned. All right, so yeah. Command center first into Reaper fast expand into 2 racks factory. Yeah, so he was well ahead all match. Harvester counts favoring him. Does this Banshee do anything? No. Wow, he's way ahead. And I thought when I was like taking this expo and floating it out before it even pushed that I had a bit of a lead, but looks like I got on 3-base slightly before him. No, I didn't. He's on 3-base first, and he's got an extra 11 harvesters to mine it, and he's on 3 orbitals. I'm on 1, making a 4th while he pushes. But his push is really easy to hold off. I mean, that was very undefended versus air. I guess he was kind of blind, right? Probably didn't know a whole lot of what I had except for that I opened Banshee. And there's obviously tons of transitions that don't involve going Sky Terran. Another thing I kind of like, especially versus Zerg, is you can throw down these missile turrets on the high ground, and they can help defend this main base, kind of defend you from drops and stuff. And then later, they help defend this base that you float down to. So I'm starting to catch up on harvester count. I've been pretty diligent about making harvesters, though at the moment I say this, I'm not making any, so picked a good time to say that. Sorry guys, I know you like the production tab, I keep forgetting. Gotta get it into my checklist someday. So just kind of picking off random stuff. Did run into an army, oh well. I'm playing really blind here, what do I even know he has? Nothing. These two bases I know nothing about. And it looks like he's really starting to load up on the minerals. Check out those cool Thors. I think that's for people who went to the first BlizzCon event. They got like a secret pass to get cool looking Thors. They look like those Odins almost. What are those, wings? You can fly now if you weren't 5,000 tons. You know it's 5,000 tons? Terran structures, and yet you can't squash a Zergling with them. You can never lower a structure on top of a unit, so stupid. Structures should be like an attack unit, where you just go around and you just start stomping on Colossus. Smush. Yeah, so you're starting to get down macro, orbitals, a couple more going up. So he's really in good shape here. If we look at the spending tab, it's the best way to see it. You can see that he's spent more on economy, more on technology, and more on army. So he's heading every single way. Let's see how the upgrades are. That is where he's kind of screwed. He does have 1-1 on his bio, but yeah, 0-0 Thors versus my BCs, which are... well, they're 2-2. I think I forgot to ever get 3-3 ups. But even still, being ahead of Marines and Thors makes Marines and Thors terrible. Thors are always pretty terrible, actually, except for the fact that they can like splash damage your Vikings if you're not careful. Marines are a little bit better than battlecruisers if they're equal upgrades, but not if they're behind, because see, with the +1 they're doing 7 damage, but with my 5 armor that knocks the 7 damage down to 2. So if you can get your Marines doing like 4 damage per attack, that's pretty awesome. But if they're doing like 2 or 1 or half, which is what can happen if I get in upgrades, get ahead in upgrades, it's they barely even tickle my battlecruisers. Same goes for Thors. You can see their air attack is a mere 6, so that's getting knocked down to 1. It is a flurry of 4, so it's actually like 1 times 4, so they're doing 4 damage per flurry, which is pretty pathetic, especially the weapon speed of 1 shot every 3 seconds, 1 flurry every 3 seconds. And of course the last unit is Viking, and even though their attacks are split into 2, they do have that bonus armor, so they're always good. 15 minus 5, they're still doing 10 damage per attack. Guess we'll take a look at this battle. So the idea after I cleared out that Marine was, well, if you look at the mini-map, this watchtower starts to become key, as it kind of gives me sight of stuff coming in on 2 out of my 3 bases. Like, you can still come in up here, if you're watching the mini-map here, but this to attack this base or this base, this Zelnaga tower is pretty good. So I really wanted to get a Marine on it, so that's the main reason I sent all these battlecruisers. But then I ran into a giant army. And in fact, I didn't even see the army. You can see I'm already starting to charge up Yamatos. I'm like, oh, free tanks sitting off on their own. And then I start firing, and I'm like, oh, there's Thors. Damn, I wish I saved off those Yamatos. I left 1 tank alive, which sucks, which means it's just enough to kill off all my repairing SCVs. If I had any there. I think I had a couple. see how dominating this is. Like, I'm barely losing any hit points from this. That one back. Yikes. And that just, like, you know, check out the units lost. That just made me feel so insanely ahead. And we bring up the army tab. His army's at 1,400. Mine is at over 7,000. So, as much as I don't like getting way far out with these battle cruisers, as you can never retreat, I've kind of felt like this is like the time to go. I do pull a bunch of SCVs to kind of repair, because this stuff needs repair, and obviously SCVs help in the fight, especially if he doesn't have anything like Hellions or tanks or Marauders, things that only attack ground. If he doesn't have things that only attack ground, odds are your SCVs will never get attacked. I know they're equal to their priority, but still, they still rarely get attacked. This kind of sucks. Half of them got intercepted. This is some way they can get attacked, except they're attacking by themselves. But these, watch these SCVs, they probably stay alive the entire time. Fortunately, I was not microwaving my Valkyries as well. Against Marines, you can definitely pull them back when they're getting hit. I think I pulled this one back. As I'm building my reinforcements, you gotta keep an eye on what your opponent's making and what's using. So as I lost most of my Vikings there, I kind of wanted to do like a wave of Vikings. Kind of sucks, those are wasted Yumatos. I was just gonna repair that up while I got distracted by the Marines. I still have something repairing underneath there. There, it's GG. I want to say this unit's lost. What do you think? Like 25,000 to 5,000? Oh, pretty close. 22 to 8. So, despite this spending tab, which is well in his favor in every single way, my composition just destroyed his composition. And where that's something people concentrate on, it actually rarely has an effect in Starcraft 2. This just happened to be one of those matches. It usually is this sort of stuff, like who's getting the SCV count up fast, who's expanding hard, whose economy is breaking through. Because even if you have a composition where every battle you come out like $1,000 or $2,000 ahead, if he's making an extra 500 resources a minute worth of mining, I mean, it's going to more than make up for that. So if you're trying to get better at this game, don't concentrate on like, ooh, if he makes Colossus, I make this, and if he makes this unit, I should counter with this unit. That's not the main concern. First concern should be, am I always making SCVs? Like, that should be a good one. Or like, how are my bases saturated? Do I have like 24 SCVs on this one mineral patch because I forgot to transfer them over? Am I expanding as I'm getting saturated? And something like this actually hurts my economy a lot, not getting an extra orbital, because every mule is like an extra 300 minerals. So the way I make this work for me is I use it for defense, which means I go really unit sparse. Early on, you can see when they do that push on me, typically they have 3 times my army size. Like, they'll come at me with tanks and Marines and Vikings, maybe a Thor, and I'll have like 3 Vikings and a Banshee, and that's it. And like, hopefully Battlecruisers on the way to help eventually take it out. But the advantage of that is, since I'm using it defensively, I don't have to build any units, and since I'm not building units, I can get ahead in upgrades. I can go down command center. I can try to get ahead in upgrades and expansions, and that's how I kind of make up for this fortress. This match was not an example of that. He did very well. He expanded hard. He started ahead and he stayed ahead. He shut down my harass attempts. He did everything right, except for he did not get upgrades whatsoever. And when you're facing battle cruisers with 5 armor on them, you need those attack upgrades. So, with that, we will call that the end of this video. Thank you, everyone. Check the description for a thumbs up link. Goodbye!